My name is Richard Roseland, and I've been a teacher here at Montebello Academy in Quito, Ecuador for the past 6 years. This year I am the Director of Pedagogy, which has given me the incredible opportunity to analyze the things that we're doing well and also the areas that need improvement. Since I've been a classroom teacher for the past 10 years, I've been able to see things that are sometimes tedious for teachers to do. Or there have been times where I've switched to a different grade level or a different subject that I'm teaching, and it's like starting over from scratch again. So through Microsoft and Office 365, I've been able to see tools that we can give to our teachers and resources that will make their lives easier, which then in turn will allow them to be expert teachers and impact their students' lives. The first program that I decided to use from Office 365 was the Sites app. And I actually created two different sites from this. The first one was actually having to do with our plans. In the past, the lesson plans that we turned in, we either turned them in on a printed copy or we also emailed them. But a lot of times they would get lost or sometimes they would get deleted and there was no accountability. So with the new site that I created, I was able to allow for our teachers to upload their plans digitally, and then us as administrators are able to go in, review those plans, make comments on them, and also provide feedback so that they can make those plans better and actually implement those plans into their classroom. This enables our teachers to basically get rid of the traditional method of paper copies and that their plans are useless, but actually use them in their classroom. The second site that was created, again using Microsoft Office 365, was one for classroom observations. Many times we were going into the classroom, and since we do have multiple people viewing the classrooms, from the guides to the administration to psychologists to the discipline department that are going in and viewing those classes, a lot of times we would have double observations in one day, which would create a lot of anxiety for our teachers. On the other hand, there were some times where teachers wouldn't even be observed and wouldn't be provided with feedback. With the new site, we're making sure with the calendar that all of the teachers are being observed, all of them are receiving feedback, and also that we have an online resource where we can actually go in and see past observations and see ways that we can help the teachers to improve and become expert teachers that will in turn impact their students. Using the Sites app is actually extremely easy. We used it for both of our sites that we made, which are Montebello Plans and Class Observations. In the Montebello Plan site, we were able to go in and create it using just a few different folders that we could have them to upload their plans, as well as a calendar of activities. Once you go into these different folders, you're able to actually go in, see the plans that were uploaded, see what date they were uploaded depending on what grade level they are in, and then you're actually able to go in as an administrator or as someone who's looking at their plans, maybe it's a guide or whoever it might be, and they're actually able to go in, highlight a certain section of the plan, and they're able to go ahead and share different comments, write things that are encouraging, etc. on them. At the same time, we've been able to create the classroom observation site, which we've been able to go ahead and again included a calendar where we have the specific dates that we're going to be observing and the times, as well as the observations that have already been done. So we can go ahead and go in, see who's been observed, see how many times they've been observed, and actually look at and pull up the previous observations. As with any of these sites, it's very easy to go in and edit and change anything. I can actually go directly into this. I can add an app or a page, and I can actually add things like a custom list. I can add a teacher dashboard. I can add a document library, a site map, etc., whatever it might be, to change and edit the site to exactly what I want it to be. The second program that I used, again from Office 365, is OneNote. What I had seen as a problem with a lot of times we have new teachers that are coming in, or we have teachers that are teaching a new grade or a new subject. A lot of times they felt lost. Since we don't use textbooks here at Montebello Academy, a lot of times they didn't have very many resources to help them guide their planning for the next year that they were going to be teaching. So with this OneNote application, I'm able to create a whole document where they can actually go in and they can see their scope and sequence, they can see their standards, they can see other resources and lesson plans from the previous year to help them guide their teaching process so that then they can impact their students in that way. With OneNote Online, it's very easy to use as well. For example, this is the English notebook that was created, and we can actually go in and see the scope and sequence for first grade, or we can see that that has been uploaded. They have, for example, the standards that they will be using from the Common Core from the States, possible book lists that they could choose from, other resources, which included Dolch sight words and the Fry sight words as well. And so they can actually go in and they can click on this, they can add information, the guides and administration can go in and add information to help make it easier for a teacher who's coming in to go ahead and look up these resources and be able to use them immediately. The third program that I use this year is the Videos app from Office 365. Here at Montebello Academy, we use a hybrid flipped classroom approach, which means we need lots of interesting videos that the teachers will be able to show to activate the students' prior knowledge during pre-work and group work time. Because of this, a lot of times our teachers spend 2, maybe 3 hours looking for just the perfect videos that will be able to activate their students' knowledge. A lot of times whenever the class then changes to a different teacher the next year, those videos are lost. So with this video app, we're able to provide a database where our teachers can go in and see the videos that were chosen by the previous teacher and utilize them in their classroom. The video app is really easy to use as well. All you have to do is go into it, click on channels, and then you can pull up different people's channels. For example, here's the English teacher for 5th grade, our middle A class, and you can look at the videos that she's uploaded. I can actually click on one of them and it will load with this video from English, and it will just be about cause and effect, and we can go ahead and look at these and see exactly what she used and why she chose that video. This year at Montebello has really been a year of growth for us. I've been able to use my experience as a classroom educator to really get in and see some of the issues that we have here and ways that we can improve them. Through the different applications that are provided through Office 365, we've been able to provide the teachers with the resources that they need for their classes. We've been able to also provide them with the feedback so that they can become expert teachers. This project is a little bit different than most because we are impacting the educator, who then in turn is impacting their students. We've been able to see that there is a huge problem with administrative tools that just make it really hard on teachers to become the expert teachers that they really deserve to become. Through Microsoft and the Office 365 program, we're able to provide those tools so that they can become expert teachers and impact their students' lives. We've been able to provide training here in Ecuador, in the jungle, and also on the coast, and it's something that I'm really passionate about and would like to share with the world as well.
It's been really nice having the video app from Microsoft in our classrooms. It's helped us fill in a lot of gaps in the videos that we already use.
The idea of having all of information together in one place has been great. Using OneNote has been a great experience.
The site we've been using for uploading our plans and for being able to edit the plans of other teachers has been very effective, very user-friendly, and has been very beneficial for us as teachers.